Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what others notice about your beauty that you don't. You know, we often look at other people and we can quickly admire or appreciate traits within them, but we don't always realize when people are doing that to us. And yeah, so I thought this reading would be good to empower those that, maybe don't see the qualities within themselves that others see. So I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile, but please only take what resonates, leave the rest, especially because we all have different features, we all look different. So, with these kind of videos, just take what resonates, leave the rest. So let's take a look at your crystals. So for pile number 1, we have rose quartz. And we have the card surrender. For pile number 2, we have this red cat's eye crystal. And we have secrets revealed. And for pile number 3, we have Lapis Lazuli. Before I always showed this crystal and I thought it was sodalite, but it's actually Lapis Lazuli. And then we have this card Storms. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the surrender card number 44 with a set, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what others notice about your beauty that you don't. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I have your oracle cards here. So we're first going to take a look at that, and then your tarot cards. We're going to be using the messages from Mermaid's Oracle deck, the Vanessa Tarot, as well as the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. And the card you chose was from the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So let's get started with your reading. So spirit guides of my pile number 1s, what do others notice about their beauty that they don't? Okay, so we have the card recognition. And at the back of the deck, we have patience. What do others notice about my pile number 1's beauty that they don't? And then we have guide with the illuminated path, card number 21. At the back of the deck, we have divine masculine with electric and active power. So if you are a divine feminine watching, a lot of men could notice your beauty. Whereas there could also be men watching this, so I just take it like that. So now let's look at these small tarot cards. So spirit guides of my pile number 1s. What do others notice about their beauty that they don't? So the first card we have is the King of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm looking at this Two of Cups that wants to come out, so that's quite interesting. At the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So now we're going to be using the Muse Tarot for you. So Spirit Guides of my pile, number ones. What do others notice about their beauty that they don't? So the first card we have here is the Justice card. We have the Hermit. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Emperor. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Chariot. So we also have 3 extra cards wanting to come out. I'm just going to put it here for now until we look at it. At the back of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So my pile number ones, before I actually talk about, you in general, I'm first going to talk about some physical features I see. And then I'm going to talk about you in general and your personality and all of that, okay? So the first thing people notice about your beauty that you don't. So some of you could have blonde hair like these 2 models over here in the cards, like blonde hair or golden blonde hair. Or some of you could have red hair. And there's something about your hair coming through that people find very beautiful or very handsome, depending on who's watching. And she's also wearing braids, it looks like, so maybe some of you like to wear braids or have dark hair, because she also has like a dark brown hair or like a ginger colored hair. I'm also picking up on curly hair, wavy hair, but also like that type of hair that just looks very smooth and soft. I'm seeing hooped earrings and like jewelry in general and earrings in general that people find beautiful about you. I'm also seeing your lips, like there's something about your lips that look very beautiful. Some of you have lips that are more pouty and it kind of looks like you're a doll. Whereas some of you have, even if you have smaller lips or bigger lips, there's something about your lips that really catches people's eyes and attention. And if you ever wear lipstick or lip gloss or anything about that, that just makes it pop even more. I'm seeing something about your hair being very shiny and healthy, like people liking to look at your hair. There's something about your hair that looks shiny and healthy, and it's like people want to run their fingers through your hair. I'm also seeing something about eyelashes here, like some of you have really pretty eyelashes. A lot of you also give me this type of vibe of this romantic type of energy to you in the way you look. Like very romantic, very classic. It kind of reminds me of Marilyn Monroe. Even if you don't look like Marilyn Monroe, some of you could just have that romantic essence to you, where even a lot of people that are attracted to you will notice this about you and will feel very romantically attracted to you with the Two of Cups. I also feel an energy here of self-love with you, and Spirit saying, no matter what you look like, as you step into this energy of self-love and recognize your own beauty and show up in the world recognizing yourself and the things you do like about yourself, instead of, just focusing on the things we don't like, because I feel like on some level we all as humans have imperfections. We all have certain things about ourselves we don't like, and somehow we find ways to hide it, or maybe people don't notice those things we don't like, because we look in the mirror all day and we kind of look at ourselves and tear ourselves apart sometimes. But I feel like you've been on a journey of self-love and learning to maybe recognize your own beauty rather than, worrying about how others may perceive you. And it's kind of like when you walk into the room or when you walk in public and you're just owning who you are, just loving you and kind of feeling good about you, wearing clothes, expressing yourself in a way that makes you feel good about yourself, then there's something about you that just shines. There's something about you that just captures people's attention. And I feel like a lot of you have been on a self-love journey, and maybe you've been learning to find some things not only just about your physical beauty, but just find things about yourself that you do find beautiful and appreciate and accentuate your own beauty. I'm seeing something about a lot of you having really good cheekbones, or something about your cheeks and the way your cheeks look. Looks very pretty to others. Some of you have fuller cheeks, and um, like when you have fuller cheeks and then there's like a shininess at the top part. I don't know if some of you wear highlighter or if it's just your cheeks looking very full. There's something about that. Whereas some of you, it just looks good even if your cheeks aren't full. I'm seeing something about like the side of your face, your jaw. Uh, that type of energy there. Like for some of you, I don't know how to explain it, but it's more flat. But it looks pretty there. I don't know how to explain. So in this pile, I'm picking up on the energy of people that are very photogenic. Like when people look at your photos on social media, there's something about them seeing you as very photogenic and very pretty. And something about your back, like if anyone here, this may not resonate with everyone, but if anyone here ever wears clothing that shows off their back, like a dress that shows off their back, or anything like that, people may find that very pretty. Something about those features there. Like I said, it may not resonate with everyone, but maybe one or two people. And I'm seeing something about your skin looking very smooth and soft and moisturized. And that's something people notice about your beauty, where they kind of want to touch your skin, and maybe like the way you stand, the way you look at people. Like, let's say you're standing in public and you look at a person. There's something about that and your posture and the way you stand, the way you carry yourself, that is seen as very beautiful by others. And kind of like the way you look at people, the way you stare at them, there's something about your eyes and the stare you have that is very much like, I'm seeing Marilyn Monroe again. And Marilyn Monroe has that type of seductive gaze to her, but she also has that playfulness to her look where she, kind of smiles or is a little bit more carefree. So maybe some of you could relate to that, having like a seductive gaze to you, or this type of gaze that makes people, like when you look at them, it makes people want to blush. I'm seeing some of you look very cute in like high buns. When you wear a high bun and you have like a little bit of hair coming out because like maybe it's a messy bun, but then it's cute because like maybe you have like a few curls on the side. I'm seeing something about that, and something about your eyebrows being very on point, and your makeup too. Even if you don't wear a lot of makeup, I'm seeing some of you have more of a natural beauty, but if you ever do wear makeup, it looks very glam and on point, and yeah, very glamorous and chic. That's what I'm picking up on. And some of you like to wear shiny clothes or shiny things, shiny jewelry or glittery things, glittery eye makeup, or just like a darker eye makeup or darker lipstick, or someone here like to wear red lipstick or just lip gloss and there's something very shiny. Does that make sense? If there are any men watching, because I am seeing men's energies here, I'm seeing something about your body being very good looking and very in shape, and something about like hair, like something about your hair really making you stand out no matter what your hair looks like. I'm also seeing like older men here. And I guess something about your body, like for the men, like it almost makes the opposite sex, if you are attracted to them or just people you're attracted to, kind of like their mouth water over you, for the men watching. I'm seeing someone here likes to dye their hair different colors. Like someone here has dyed their hair gray, someone here has dyed their hair red, dyed their hair blonde, or even different colors like pink or like blue, colors like that. It's not going to resonate with everyone but one or two people. And I don't know why I'm picking up on this energy, but some of you give me like lioness energy. Um, Maybe some of you are Leo risings. I don't think it's for all of you, but maybe some of you. I'm also picking up on Libra energy, Libra placements, Aries placements, Sagittarius, Leo. But I'm also picking up on Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and maybe also some Earth energy. So Virgo, especially with the Hermit here, Capricorn and Taurus. But I'm also hearing Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. So maybe some of you have Cancer placements. But what I was saying about Leo, like maybe some of you have Leo risings, because I'm seeing like almost like lioness energy, or like your hair being your signature thing that makes you stand out. Like some of you have very big hair and very curly hair and it makes you stand out, or something about your hair just makes you stand out, frames your face in a very beautiful way. And some of you have like lioness energy, just that powerful energy, like maybe in the way you walk, the way you talk, something very seductive about that. But it's also like this energy of you walking with confidence within yourself. I'm seeing someone here like to wear lace up shoes and like skirts or dresses. I'm seeing someone here like to wear pearls or necklaces or jewelry. Like I keep seeing jewelry and earrings. Even if you don't wear hoop earrings, I keep seeing earrings and eye makeup too. And something about your side profile, like when you're looking to the side and you're just focusing on something you're doing. There's something about like people like to stare at you even when you don't realize they are staring at you. I'm seeing something about your smile, and like when you're with the people you love or when you're with your friends, there's something about you looking very happy or very content with them, or very much like looking like there is love between the two or three of you, or however many people are there. It's like people see that and find that beautiful. Maybe find like all of you beautiful, like if you're ever out with your friends. And I'm actually seeing a lot of people, you know, in public, especially strangers, will look at you and will kind of hope they can communicate to you in the future, because it's like, you know, when you see a pretty person and you're like, I wish I see them again because I want to be friends with them, or I want to talk to them, I want to understand them, get to know them. I'm seeing something about that. And I feel like a lot of you have a beauty that is just memorable. It's like a lot of people will remember it. Even when you post on social media, there's something very memorable about that. Or people from your past, you know, will still to this day talk about you and be like, you know, I dated this person over here, pal number one. And then someone else will be like, no, you didn't. That person's so pretty. They're out of your league. Or, you know, like that type of vibe is something I see here. There's also something about your voice coming through that is very beautiful. I think people like your voice. And the wolf on this guide card kind of reminds me of Shakira, She Wolf. So maybe some of you could like her, or just have that type of energy, like where you have a sexiness to you. But I feel like there's more of this romantic essence than this. The sexiness is there, but like I feel like it doesn't overpower, you know, your look. You know, like it's a subtle kind of sexiness. Does that make sense? So how do I put this in words? It's kind of like your sexiness is not like, hey, look at me. It's like a subtle sexiness that makes people want to look even more. Does that make sense? I'm also seeing something about like your hair blowing in the wind that looks very beautiful on you, and just the way you stand and move around, the way you like kind of sit, even if you look a little bit more shy and you're kind of like crossing your arms or anything like that, it's kind of like people still notice you. And I'm picking up on days when you really feel good, when you really love yourself, when you're really walking with confidence. That is when people notice you the most and notice things about your beauty you may not see because you're really feeling yourself. You're really just confident in yourself on those days. So maybe like more people just energetically notice you or just notice you pass by. Yeah, I keep picking up on this romantic energy that you give off and your physical beauty. So, what others notice about your beauty that you don't, my pile number ones, I feel like you are someone that really has been through your own journey with the guide card. In order to be that guide to others, I feel like you're that maybe that type of friend or that type of person that gives everyone such good advice. You're like that one person people will go to for advice or for words of wisdom, but I feel like you've had to maybe be on your own healing journey. You've had to let go of some things in order to gain that type of wisdom to be able to share that with others. And I feel like people really see you as a deep person. You know, when they talk to you, they see you as a deep thinker. There's something about when you're thinking deeply that people even find you beautiful because it's like they kind of want to know what's going on in your mind, and like they see your mind as almost like a swimming pool that they can dive deep into. So I'm seeing something about that energy and like people really wanting to kind of go inside your mind and see what's in that world, kind of like finding your mind beautiful as well. So maybe some of you are also just very smart and intelligent and wise, and you also have a physical beauty that makes you even more beautiful because it's like people just want to understand you more. People just want to deeply understand you, not just like know little things about you, but know the deep things about you that maybe you wouldn't tell just everyone. And I feel like people love to have conversations with you because then they really start to see parts of your personality that, like I said, we may not always show to everyone. Okay, so I'm seeing something about, even though you've been on this healing journey and you've healed yourself, I feel like you maybe went through that on your own, gained wisdom from those hardships, and defeated something that was holding you back. But maybe it took a lot of patience. Maybe took some forgiveness, or even if it wasn't forgiveness, maybe it just took a lot of time and patience and compassion towards yourself as you healed yourself and as you looked within and as you tried to find certain truths within yourself and who you really are. So you went through some kind of big change or transformation here with the Six of Swords, when you kind of overcame certain challenges in your life or certain insecurities or certain wounds. And as you healed those wounds within yourself, I'm seeing like Chiron energy. Chiron is the wounded healer. You overcame it. You found your power with the chariot. You took back your power, reclaimed your power, put that crown back on your head, and through that, you're able to share that wisdom and healing with others. I feel like you have a lot of healing energy. Just in the way you speak, you're able to share hope with others. Just in the way you speak, the way you're so wise, it makes others feel almost like in disbelief of you. So you're seen as that guide to others. You're also seen as a person that's really loyal, and that is found to be very beautiful. That maybe you don't see your loyalty and just how you love and want to take care of others. I'm also seeing an energy here of some here that may be parents. And if you are a parent, there's something about the way you love your child or children that comes through as very beautiful. Or maybe some of you, family is important to you, and that is something that is found to also be beautiful, just the way you care for those closest to you. And even if you don't have that type of relationship with your own family, maybe some of you have friendships in your life or people in your life that are like close family to you, and just the way you care for them and nurture them kind of comes through as something very beautiful, because people can see the love that is within your soul. People can also just see the way you love others, the way you are so romantic in some way with the Two of Cups. There's this very romantic energy coming from you. As I look at the roses here, I'm also hearing that song by Kali Uchis where she's like, I wish you roses. And maybe some of you have been hurt in your own life, but you still don't wish bad on others that have wronged you. And that is something, that is a trait that is found to be beautiful by others. You have this ancient wisdom within your soul through that, but you still don't wish bad on those that have done you wrong. And I guess that form of love where you can remove yourself from situations that are not good for you, but also love that person from afar and wish them the best, is something so beautiful. But also taking the wisdom from not so great situations and learning from it and sharing your truth from it is also seen as something so beautiful, because a lot of the times we sometimes go through things and it's really hard to sometimes take the wisdom from it and learn from it, because sometimes we're in our feelings about it and we want to kind of hold on to those situations. But I feel like you're maybe at first, you resisted it a little bit, but eventually you let go of it and you were like, okay, I need to move on now. I need to move forward now. I can't keep holding on to this. Otherwise, I'm going to stay stuck in the past. So there's something there that people find so beautiful about you. I also feel like there is this gentleness to you, but at the same time, this gentleness and nurturing energy, like you give me Queen of Cups energy, Queen of Pentacles energy too. Also the Lover's energy. Because I feel like you're just so loving, but in a very pure, soft, gentle way, like a rose. Your beauty is coming through like a rose, very much like in the space of love. But also the rose is very sexy, like it embodies that energy of sexiness at the same time. But it also is really powerful, because you don't mess with the rose because it has thorns. So I feel like that's the Chariot energy here. Like you have this gentleness to you, you have this softness to you, but you also have a powerful side to you where it's like you're not going to let people walk all over you. You're kind of going to free yourself from situations where people aren't being truthful, aren't being honest or loyal to you. You know your worth, and you are beginning to love yourself more and more and more. And through this, through taking back your power with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you have turned things around in your own reality by making that decision to honor yourself. Okay, so I also feel like, we have that soft gentleness, but also that powerful energy. With that powerful energy, I feel like you have a lot of leadership qualities and skills. You may be that type of person that has a lot of passion and ambition for the things you want to do. And through that, you've created stability in your own life, in your career, in your finances, and I feel like you've taken that ambition and that passion to pursue and take action towards the things you want in life. And that is seen as so, so, so powerful and so beautiful about you. I also feel like you just have this very go with the flow, very peaceful, very loving type of vibe to you. And with that and with the leadership energy, like maybe you'll wear something and you're not expecting to stand out. Like, I feel like some of you will just wear something or express yourself, but you're not maybe expecting people to look at you or to stand out. I feel like this is my pile of people that are very humble, but love yourself at the same time, if that makes sense. I guess you'll maybe sometimes see people kind of want to copy you, and it's like maybe unexpected to you, but I feel like people see you as a trendsetter. People see you as a person with a lot of innovative qualities, with this creativity to you. Like you have a lot of great ideas, but you also know how to create stability within your own life. So you have, this balance to you and this very go with the flow, peaceful type of vibe that people just love to be in your presence, and that's something people find beautiful about you that you don't see. I also feel like you're very, very patient with those you love. You're very kind. You're just very sweet. Like I said, there is a softness energy coming from you. And I feel like, you know, a lot of the times in the world, they tell us to make our hearts hard, and or we go through situations that maybe some people harden their hearts towards people and towards um I'm seeing some of you really love babies and animals and really care for them and really care for humans, and it's like you haven't hardened your heart, you still kept it wide open. There's something very soft about you where you're not resisting opening up to that love. And that's seen as something so beautiful because, some may, I'm not saying this to you, but like some may call like that softness or that gentleness weak, but I don't see it as weak. I see it as the most strongest thing to be able to hold your heart wide open and kind of just blindly trust in the person, even if they do hurt us. Everyone has their choice in life, and that's kind of what I see with the Justice card. But with the Justice card, they will have consequences to those choices, which is karma, and also, boundaries and things like that. But when we are able to just open up our hearts and trust and not close off our hearts, that is seen as, the most beautiful thing about you. I feel like a lot of people wish to have the wisdom that you do. I feel like a lot of people wish to be able to have people be attracted to them the way you do, because I feel like you walk around in public and people will just be very attracted to you. We have the Empress here, very Venusian energy. Yeah, I do feel that a lot. And then we have the Star. And then we have the Sun card. So I'm hearing that quote. I don't know if it's a quote, but it's like softness is the least form of resistance or something like that. I feel like what you don't see about your beauty is a lot of people would wish to be like you, would wish to have their heart wide open with like you, would wish to be as nurturing as you are, would wish to shine like you do and have that sense of humbleness, but also self-love. There's something about you looking very happy with the Sun card, or something about your smile being so beautiful, or your beauty just lighting up the whole room like a star. You embody a lot of light. This is my pile of light workers. And I feel like something about the number 4 is significant with you, because we see 4 here, 44. Yeah, so something about the number 4 is significant, and I feel like the number 4 relates to safety, security, but also this type of energy of Cancer in the home in astrology, the 4th house. So, how I spoke about you and family, and I feel like you make those around you feel safe, you make them feel secure, but you're also someone that shines brightly, and I think with a lot of internal digging, you've been able to shine brighter in the world and not dim your light and not, try to make yourself small. I also feel like with you, you have this type of beauty where what you don't see is you'll wear clothes or you'll wear something. And there's something about your vibe that just makes it look expensive on you, even if you're not wearing expensive clothes. You embody this energy of luxury. It's like a luxury to know you. It's a luxury to be around you. this very Venusian energy, Taurus Libra energy. I think what you don't see is like a lot of people see you attracting a lot of lovers, or just see you attracting a lot of eyes from people that are attracted to you romantically, and maybe they wish to have that same energy. So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number ones, about what you don't see about your beauty but others notice. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this red cat's eye crystal and the card Queen of Sheba with Secrets Revealed, card number 36, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what others notice about your beauty that you don't. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're first going to take a look at your oracle cards. We started off with the card from the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. We're going to be using the messages from Mermaid's Oracle deck, the Vanessa Tarot, and the Priestess of Light Oracle. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. So spirit guides on my pile, number ones, what others notice about their beauty that they don't. So we have the card Decisions. At the back of the deck, we have Move Forward. So there may be some men here watching. We're now going to use this oracle deck. So spirit guides on my pile, number twos. What others notice about their beauty that they don't. We have Sensuality with Feminine Wisdom and Passion, card number 38. I'm hearing the song I'm Walking on Sunshine for you. Maybe you have the type of beauty that is like sunshine, where everyone notices it. It's very bright and warm. And then at the back of the deck, we have Friendship with Support, Fun, Unity, and Play. So now we're going to use the Vanessa Tarot's Spirit Guides on my pile, number twos. May I please look into what others notice about their beauty that they don't? We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Four of Swords. At the back of the deck, we have the Tower. So now let's look at these cards. So Spirit Guides on my pile, number twos. What others notice about their beauty that they don't. So we have the Awakening card, which is the Judgment card. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Death card. We have the Four of Swords again. What others notice about their beauty that they don't. Then we have the Star card. At the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so my pile number twos, what others notice about your beauty that you don't. So we're first going to take a look at the physical features and traits I see, and then I'm going to look at personality traits. So in terms of what makes you beautiful that others see that you don't, I'm seeing something about like some of you like walking around, being in public, and you know, you're kind of just focusing on your own thing. kind of just being a little bit in your own world, and then people are staring at you and you don't notice they're staring at you. I'm also seeing something here about like closed eyes. Like, I don't know what that's about. Like, if you ever relax and close your eyes or just think for a second, there's something about that, or your side profile, when you're not really noticing other people look at you, that's when they start to notice some beautiful things about you, especially your eyes and your eyelashes, because I keep seeing closed eyes. I'm also seeing, like that song, How I Said I'm Walking on Sunshine. Maybe there's something very like warm about your beauty. Maybe you are like the sun and you shine out to everyone, even like a star that shines out to everyone. There's something about your smile, your positivity, just you and your warmth that lights up the whole room with a lot of light. I feel like there's also something very heavenly about you, very innocent about you and your beauty, like very cute. But then at the same time, you also hold this very seductive quality and element with the sensuality card. It's like this heavenly energy, but then also this energy of like, I can also be sexy at the same time. I don't know why I'm seeing like Catwoman where she wears like that tight clothing, but I guess that's just showing the sensuality, because what I feel here from your energy, you can be cute and soft and like innocent, but then at the same time, you can be a baddie, I hear from spirit. So you can be both. And you know that meme on Instagram that's like, get you a girl that can do both? I feel like you really embody that energy. There's really something about your body here that looks so attractive that makes people kind of just want to worship you. I mean, you're showing up as a queen or king energy here of royalty. And I feel like in your type of beauty, what you don't see is that people put you on such a pedestal. That's what you don't see. You don't see that you have queen or king energy. You don't see how beautiful you are in a sense where you are seen as that, like the queen bee or the king or something like that. You just have that type of beauty that stands out, and maybe that's what you don't notice, but others do. And I keep seeing your smile, something about your smile, something about your laugh. When you're just happy, there's something about that where there's like warmth on your whole face. I feel like you just shine brightly in my pile number twos. I mean, you're literally showing up as a star. So you're that star that shines so bright. I also feel like people find you a lot of fun to be around. With all that joy energy I was feeling, that sunshine energy, people find you a lot of fun to be around. And that is also something people find beautiful about you. Like when you're just having fun and enjoying the moment, that's something people find really beautiful, that maybe you don't see, because we don't always see ourselves having fun and enjoying and how our face may look in that moment, but there's something about that. Do we have some dancers here or some people here where, like if you've ever gone out to dance with your friends, there's something about that looking very sexy, or your body just looking very sexy, that maybe it looks like you can dance. And I'm also seeing something about the way you move, like even with this image here where she has her hands on her hips, she just looks like very sexy in that pose. And there's something about that too, like maybe even some of you are very photogenic. And I guess that's something people notice about you that is beautiful. I'm seeing someone here like to wear makeup and contour their face and highlight their face, and it looks really good on you. I don't think it will resonate with everybody, but some. And I'm seeing the number 1111 clairvoyantly. Like, I'm really getting the vibe like some of you give me baddie energy. And there's also something about some of your lips, like some of you just have juicy lips. And there's something about your eyes that are so dreamy, like people can kind of get lost in your eyes. I see some of you have darker eyes, whereas some of you have like blue or green eyes, or like a hazel eyes. But there's something about your eyes that are just so dreamy where people can get lost in it. And that is something about your beauty that others may notice, but you don't. I'm also seeing something here about some of you having um more like of a reddish hair here, or more of a blonde hair, or darker hair like black, or like a dark brown. But there's something about that that is seen as beautiful, or maybe some of you like to dye your hair different colors, like we see blue here. There's also something about your nose that looks really good, like from the side, but also from the front. Something about your nose looks very good. And if any of you ever wear dark lipstick, that's coming through here. Just take it as it resonates, or red lipstick or lip gloss, or even just if your lips don't have anything on it, there's something about your lips that look very juicy and kissable. I feel like even with the star energy, you're someone that has a lot of light. I feel like you're someone that has a lot of light. You may be light workers. I feel like people feel a lot of good energies when they're around you. People feel a lot of light. And that's something I see here. I'm also seeing someone having like a caramel brown or honey like brown kind of hair color that looks very pretty. Someone here has like thin eyebrows that are also very pretty. And some of you kind of just have a glow to your face. Some of you look really good in reds or warm colors or hot pink or something like that, but there's something about you looking good in red especially. I feel like people just find you very hot. People find you very attractive. I'm also seeing when some of you smile, like your cheeks look very cute. And I guess that's mainly what I'm picking up from physical features. But also, another thing I see here is maybe even your voice with the Queen of Swords. Maybe something about your voice is very beautiful, or the words you speak. It can come through as quite seductive, your voice. Even when you're quiet, it's like people notice you. I'm seeing that, and I'm also seeing this type of energy where you can wear something and it looks very expensive or luxurious on you. Because, like, you guys give me Queen of Pentacles energy when I look at the Queen of Sheba card, because she was a very, wealthy, independent queen. Spirit just keeps showing me hot because Spirit is showing me a volcano, and it kind of reminds me of Pele, the volcano goddess. So I don't know, like some of you are just very hot. Like that's something I keep picking up on. So my pile number 2 is what others notice about your beauty that you don't. The first thing I'm seeing here is it's not a secret that you are so beautiful. Everyone sees it, everyone notices it because you shine so bright, like I said before. It's something everyone notices and everyone sees. Another thing I see here is you are someone very truthful and honest, and I think people find that very beautiful, because I feel like when people come to you, they feel like they can really trust you. They just get that vibe from you immediately, like they can really trust you. Yeah, I guess with you, like you'd maybe be that type of friend people would come and ask for advice from. You know how to make really good decisions in your own life. That's the first thing I see here, because I feel like maybe some of you grew up in households where maybe you saw people make certain decisions, or just you maybe grew up or saw people make certain decisions in their life that weren't so great. And I feel like you make decisions in a very grounded way. You first really take note of it. You first wait on it a little bit and relax, and I feel like you're not impulsive when making decisions, and you want to look at the truth and the facts, and that's something people see. So that's also another thing people find very beautiful, is your ability to stay truthful, to stay honest, to always tell the truth, even in a kind way, to those you love, even if it may not be the nicest thing to say or something they may want to hear. But you take that and you also bring wisdom into it. You're also someone very wise. And that is seen as something very beautiful, because not only do you have this physical beauty, but you also have a trustworthiness to you. You have this honesty to you, and people feel like they can rely on you. People feel like they can ask you for things, and you tell them the truth, but you'd also give them some kind of wisdom. and help them make some kind of decision in their own life like you, because they see you making decisions in your own life that lead to great things. People also find the way you communicate very beautiful, not just your voice, but the way you communicate, the words you use, the wisdom you share with your communication, but also when you're very happy about what you have to say, or you're very passionate about what you have to say, or you share some truths with people. That is found to be very beautiful. Or when you just share things about yourself that make you excited, that make you happy, or about things you enjoy, that's seen as very beautiful, because it's like you're showing the true parts of yourself. You're remaining true and authentic to yourself and not trying to change yourself to get others to be interested in you. It's kind of like you're just being you in that moment when you're communicating. And that's seen as something so beautiful. I'm also picking up on an energy here where people see you to be the type of person that's very chilled, very go with the flow, with the Four of Swords showing up twice. I feel like you have this very chilled energy. You make people around you feel relaxed, and you too are very relaxed. You know, you may love to do self-care, or you may just love to be relaxed in a very serene and go with the flow type of energy. And that makes other people relaxed, especially people that have maybe been in chaotic situations in their life. You know, you make them feel very safe, and you give off this very trustworthy energy to even strangers, and I guess they just feel safe in front of you. They feel at peace and in this calmness in front of you, and that peace you hold and embody is seen as something very beautiful, because I feel like you're also patient. You're not someone that gets like irritated or angry very quickly, and I guess that's something people really like about you. Because this calmness, this serene energy, maybe that's why I said people also see you as very heavenly. Because I feel like you even just accept people as they are, even if they may be feeling a little bit insecure within themselves. You accept them as they are. You're very patient. People can see you're maybe even someone that feels things on a much deeper level. You also give me Queen of Cups energy, and because you feel things on such a deep level, I feel like you're also very compassionate, loving, and empathetic towards others. You always think of maybe what you would say and how that would affect their feelings. I feel like you're able to be emotionally vulnerable with people and show the true side of yourself and your deeper feelings and the depth of you. Really be true to yourself in the way you communicate to people and share that emotional vulnerability. I also feel a vibe of like no judgment with you, and that is seen as such a beautiful thing in your personality. I'm also seeing an energy here where you are not afraid to go into hermit mode and be by yourself, but also spend time alone to heal yourself. Because I feel like this is my pile of people that have maybe gone on a journey and had to maybe take some time out for yourself, or be a little bit patient with yourself as you heal. It's kind of like when you're not around, people notice that. But then they see when you do come back, there's something about you looking like you have worked on yourself, looking like you have found certain realizations about yourself. And it's like people want to know what your secret is. People want to know where you've been. People, like when you're not there, it's like, I wonder what they're going to be like the next time they do come back. For example, let's say you take a social media break, or you stop going out for a while because you know you're working on yourself, you're healing yourself, you're going through maybe some kind of spiritual awakening or finding wisdom within yourself. Through that, you know, people notice every time you do come back, there is a certain type of glow up to you, or a difference to you in your energy, where you look more wiser, where you look like you have learned something about yourself, like you've gain certain realizations. You're maybe even someone that goes through a lot of internal transformations with the death card, and you're not afraid to look within, and that's seen as something so beautiful. But every time you come back, it seems like you come back with some kind of glow up or something new to share with the world where people are excited to see what's next. I feel like when people look at you, they're always wondering who you're going to become in the future, because it's like if you are already going through so many transformations right now within yourself and your own energy, imagine who you will be in the future. I also feel like these transformations haven't come easy. You may have had to go through certain winter seasons of your life and really heal yourself, really go through memories we don't always want to see. With the Five of Swords, maybe some of you have dealt with certain betrayals in your life or have been letting go of really painful things that maybe we don't always want to look at. But I feel like some of you maybe even had to accept those memories of the past and kind of heal from it, let go from it, and transform yourself in order to feel passion for life again. I feel like that's maybe where your wisdom comes from, where people see you being so wise and they wonder how you got that wisdom. So that's seen as something very beautiful, like the fact that you can heal yourself, gain realizations from it, go through certain transformations in your own life, and then share that wisdom with others. I'm also picking up on an energy here where a lot of you have built a lot of self-worth for yourself. I feel like you've maybe had a lot of people around you try to dim your light or try to make you not see how bright you shine. But you've learned to find your worth through that. You've learned to find self-love through that, especially your self-worth. And I feel like you've learned to let go of people in your life that weren't good for you. Uh, you're not afraid to walk away from people, and that's seen as something beautiful now, where you are learning to know your worth and not kind of compromise that for others. Because although, we do want to be loved, but, we can't change someone if they're in with toxic energy. With the Five of Swords, we can't change them. All we can do is let them go and love them from afar, because your worth is more than just being with someone that may not see you fully or have the best intentions towards you. The last thing I also see here is your ability to gain certain blessings in your life with the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, there is this sort of independence to you, and maybe even having this energy where you've gone after the things you wanted in your life and created this type of long-term wealth with the Nine of Pentacles. Even if you don't see it as wealth, I see it more so as this independence of, you going after what you want and working slowly towards that, because Nine of Pentacles energy is that energy of a harvest that comes after all the hard work. But it's a slow kind of energy where we work towards that, and then later on we receive that harvest of our blessings. So that's the last thing I see here about you. But what I feel from your energy, you're someone that shines bright. You're someone with a lot of independence. You're someone that has this sexiness and sensuality to you, but also this cuteness. Your heart is beautiful, the way you love others, the way you are so wise. That is so beautiful, and that is what others notice about your beauty that you don't. So I really hope this reading resonated, my pile number twos. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this Lapis Lazuli crystal and the Storms card, card number 13 from the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what others notice about your beauty that you don't. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to be using the messages from Mermaid's Oracle deck. the Vanessa Tarot, as well as the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. And after that, we'll take a look at your tarot cards. So let's get started with your reading. So Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s. What do others notice about their beauty that they don't? We have the Gentleness card. And at the back of the deck, we have Dreaming. So, Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s. What others notice about their beauty that they don't? We have Sacred Breath and Sound with Life Force and Communication, card number 10. At the back of the deck, we have Grateful Optimism with Joyous View of the Future. So what others notice about my pile 3's beauty that they don't? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the Six of Cups. And the Three of Cups also wants to come out. At the back of the deck, we have the Lovers. So we're now going to use the Muse Tarot. So Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s. What others notice about their beauty that they don't? We have the Page of Swords starting off your reading. We have the Moon. We have the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. We have the Death card. We have the Eight of Pentacles. What others notice about their beauty that they don't? So we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have 2 extra cards here with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so my pile number 3s, I'm first going to take a look at the physical traits and features I see, and then I'm going to look at your personality traits after that. So, for some reason, I feel very sleepy in your energy, and in pile number 2, I didn't feel like this, but all of a sudden, I'm like yawning so much, like in between talking to you. And your energy kind of reminds me of like the moon, the stars, the night sky, that sleepy, dreamy type of vibe. Does that make sense? So there's something very dreamy, ethereal, and mystical about you and your beauty. Your beauty kind of reminds me of the night sky and the moon and all the stars and that celestial, dreamy type of energy. But your beauty also has like a mysticalness to it at the same time, like this ethereal, dreamy mysticalness. But I'm also seeing an energy here of mystery and intensity. It's kind of like people get very intrigued by you and they see you as very mysterious and they don't really know who you are, and then they feel some type of curiosity to you, like they want to know who you are. They kind of just get very drawn to you, and I feel like a lot of strangers even will get very drawn to you and get very curious and kind of like sucked into your life and kind of want to go down rabbit holes understanding you and figuring it out because you just have that type of intensity to you. So I'm feeling like a lot of water sign energy in your pile. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio especially with the intensity here, and Pisces with that dreaminess even. But there could also be earth and fire energy here. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like your type of beauty is very hypnotic, that it almost puts people under like this dreaminess, like where they can stare at you and kind of get like lost in your eyes, or kind of get a little bit hypnotized by you and your beauty. Like I'm seeing that type of energy of you being so dreamy, making people feel very safe in front of your presence, and very much like in this serene, peaceful energy, calming vibe. That's what your energy gives off. But there is also this intensity to you at the same time. So there are two sides to you, two different sides to you in your beauty. I'm seeing a lot of you have amazing fashion style. There's something about your fashion style that is so on point, that others notice about your beauty that maybe you don't. Because I feel like you're my pile of people that love to dress authentically to you, love to wear whatever you want to wear, even if people may not understand the creative input behind it. I feel like you're very creative when you dress up, or just creative in general. Very free spirited, and it's like you want to express yourself with what you wear. You want to express your true, authentic self and how you feel in that moment. And yeah, like I feel that energy of like you not really caring too much about what other people think and just wearing what you want to wear. And there's something about your fashion style that really is so on point. I'm also seeing makeup. Like if any of you wear makeup, there's something about your makeup too. It looks really good in your hair. I feel like you have that type of beauty where everything just looks so put together. Like everything. It's not like, okay, I'm just noticing your hair and your makeup. I'm noticing everything about you. Your makeup looks on point. Your hair looks on point. Your clothes looks on point. Like everything. It just falls together in place perfectly. And I get that vibe from you. Like some of you give me baddie energy too, in terms of your beauty. And, there may also be some men here. So maybe some men look like this merman here, like very sexy and very built. Maybe there's also something about the men here that are watching with your hair and your beard that is very attractive to others. So I'm seeing some of you have dark hair that is seen as so beautiful and attractive to others. Like I'm seeing a dark black hair that almost like looks a little bit blue, and now I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. So maybe some of you are able to hear spirits, or are very empathic, where you're connected to your psychic abilities with the moon card as well, and to your feelings in a deep emotional level. But there's also something about blue here. Like we see a lot of blue here. Maybe you like to wear the color blue, or maybe the color blue relates to this energy of peace, serenity, in terms of your beauty. Like when you're at peace, when you're relaxed, when you're in this serene type of vibe, uh, then people notice your beauty, or people notice you being even more dreamy in that sense. Blue is also the color of emotion, so maybe you're someone that feels things on a very deep level, and I guess that's is seen as very beautiful to others. Like just your ability to feel things on such a deep level, to this intensity, that I feel like when you fall for people, you fall hard, or like when you really feel something, you feel it on a much deeper level than most. I feel like you really embody that lunar energy, that dreamy, mystical energy. Maybe even having a lot of depth, like the ocean, Queen of Cups energy. I'm also seeing some of you have like blonde hair, or dark blonde hair, or like a dark brown hair, or brown hair in general, and maybe even red hair here. I'm seeing like some of you, like your faces are really cute, and it's not like something specific about your face that is beautiful, but like everything about your face. Does that make sense? So like something about your features going perfectly together, and making you so cute, so dreamy, so ethereal. And like I said, I don't think it's one specific feature or thing about your face. It's everything, like your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your face shape, like everything fits perfectly together. I'm seeing curly hair and wavy hair. I'm also seeing an energy of self-love, and like the more you love yourself, the more beautiful you feel, and the more people notice you. I feel in your type of beauty, it's sort of like it's that mystical vibe that kind of hypnotizes people and makes people feel like very drawn to you. But I'm also picking up on like a very Venusian vibe, like you giving off this energy of seduction, but also this Venusian energy of like beauty and aesthetic. Like it's very aesthetically pleasing to look at you, and that's something I see here. I'm also seeing jewelry, or like when you wear certain clothes, it just looks very expensive on you. It looks like you maybe paid a lot of money to wear what you're wearing, but I feel like a lot of you, it's not like you paid money, but it's just your essence. You come through in this very rich energy. Because even as I look at this image here, it's like this gold that these gold details that are on her dress makes me think that maybe she paid a lot of money for it, but maybe she didn't. Maybe she made it herself, like I get that type of energy from you. Or maybe some of you love to kind of have this classy look. Like some of you have a very classy beauty to you, and that's something others notice about you. Something also about your smile, and um, I feel like your eyes have some kind of sparkle in it, or this dreaminess behind it, this hypnotic look behind it. I'm seeing some of you, like clairvoyantly, I'm seeing braids. Like some of you like to wear braids, and that is seen as so beautiful. Or some of you like to wear your hair a little bit more natural, and that is also seen as beautiful by others. I'm also seeing some of you like to wear something that covers your hair, and that's also seen as beautiful. And yeah, I guess your fashion style is just on point. Like that's something I keep seeing. Something about your teeth looks good, and your smile. Like there's this cuteness when you smile. Some of you even have cute cheeks when you smile. And I'm seeing a dimple for some of you. Like some of you have dimples. It's not going to resonate with everyone. So I think I'm done looking at physical features. I think I'm now going to look at your personality traits and what others notice about your beauty that you may not. So in terms of, just your personality traits, like I said, that mystical energy, that ethereal energy is still there. I feel like you're maybe even someone that is very empathetic. You give me this type of energy, like almost like angelic energy, like you're always going to care for everyone around you and love everyone around you, but you also have a very magical energy to you in your personality. I feel like I'm hearing the words one of a kind. You're one of a kind, you're a rare gem. You're that rare person people always look for in a friend and a lover, in their support system. You're that one person that everyone can count on. You're that one person that's so gentle, that's so dreamy, that feels things so deeply. I feel like you're also just very protective over those you love, and very gentle and supportive and loving to those you love. And that is seen as something that is so beautiful about your personality, just how empathetic you are and how dreamy you are. And I feel like you're that type of person that can feel when something is off in your friends and, those you love, your lover. Like you can feel when they're sad, you can feel when they're going through something, and you're always going to extend a helping hand. I feel like you have a lot of generosity to you in your personality with the Six of Pentacles. And I guess that is seen as so beautiful, like your generous heart, how you always want to give to those you love. Some of you may love to give compliments to those you love. Some of you may just love to buy things for your friends, for your lovers, like take them out for lunches or coffee, or buy them gifts. Or some of you just love to give to those you love by cooking for them, or by doing sweet little things for them. showing them affection, showing them love, hugging, kissing, being just very affectionate. And I guess some of you, like a lot of you, actually, just your heart is so beautiful. You love at this unconditional place, and there is no one like you. Your heart is a rare gem. That's something I see here. And I feel like since you feel things on such a deeper level than most, that's seen as something so beautiful because to really feel is to really be human. I mean, like a lot of people close off their hearts and close off their feelings because it's like too much. And, sometimes I've been like that too in my own life where I didn't want to feel because it's like, it's so painful, like sometimes feeling our feelings and our emotions and our pain. And I feel like you've been through maybe like an upbringing that was a little bit more chaotic with the Storms card, or maybe you've had in the past with the Six of Cups, um, been in certain relationships that were chaotic or environments that were chaotic, or you've been in certain places in your life where things weren't always easy, where things were very stormy and very rocky, and like you didn't know how you were going to get out of it. Maybe some of you didn't exactly even have the childhood you wanted with the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Five of Cups in reverse, like you've experienced a lot of disappointment and sadness in your life, but I feel like you've learned from it, you've grown from it. And through that, like maybe some of you had really chaotic parents, or parents that were very like hard and closed up or angry or just like very chaotic. And I feel like you have the opposite energy where you're very peaceful and you try to bring that peace and that feeling of safety to others. Like I'm seeing lavender clairvoyantly. I guess you are like that embodiment of lavender for some of you, like that very peaceful, serene energy. But then at the same time, you do feel things on that intense level. But I feel like you don't put that on others. And I guess that's something I see here. You rebirthed yourself through that pain, and I see you being now like a lot more grounded in your energy, a lot more peaceful in your energy, and maybe that intensity is still there. And like if anyone ever hurts those you wrong, they're gonna get that intensity. But you're also very powerful, and when you use those intense emotions to assist you in gaining momentum towards taking action towards where you want to be, towards your passions, towards what you want to build in your life, that I guess that's a healthy way of doing that. Or taking it towards shadow work. I feel like a lot of you do shadow work or aren't afraid to look within. You give me this energy of courage, bravery to be yourself in the world and to rebirth yourself, and you have a gentle but powerful energy at the same time. And I feel like through that, since you're so kind, so empathetic, maybe some of you had to like break free from certain connections where maybe it wasn't being reciprocal, or they were bringing like chaotic energy into your life. Um, or maybe this energy of disappointment. And I guess like as you broke free from that, I think you also learned how to speak your truth more, and how to discern people and like who's really truly meant to be in your life. And I'm seeing an energy of that, and like through that healing journey, you finding emotional intelligence and being able to make others feel safe and warm and appreciated and loved through that. And I guess not closing off your heart after being through that pain. It's like even if you have certain intense emotions like anger or bitterness, I don't feel like I feel like that's on a sense is like what you're healing. Even if you do still have that, you're healing it. It's okay. But it's like I see you taking that and not putting it on those you love. It's like you're not closing off your heart to new love that may come in, or to the love that is in front of you, to your soul family, to the manifestations of what you want in a lover and a partner and a friendship. And I feel like you are that living manifestation of what other people want. You have people that pray for a person like you, because you're also really truthful, you're really honest. You just have this very relaxed energy, and I guess that's seen as something very beautiful to others. I also see you being able to hold a space of gratitude for what you already do have, and being very optimistic. Like, you give me the full card energies. I see you're a very colorful person with a lot of bright energy to you. Like, you have this colorful, vivid personality, and that is seen as so beautiful to others. And that's not something you may always see, but that's seen as so beautiful. And just how you've leveled up in your own life, how you've made certain transformations in your own life from healing those disappointments to healing yourself to transforming yourself, leveling up in your own life, finding this alignment to what you actually do want to create in your life, the sense of mastering your hobbies, your goals, your passions, and achieving what you want by putting in the work and the effort towards that. I guess that discipline is seen as something beautiful where you're really able to generously give to yourself, your future self, by going after your passions and your hobbies. That is seen as such a beautiful thing. Also, your voice is coming through is very beautiful. The way you communicate to others, the way you just speak, the words you use, that is seen as very beautiful. And how you're able to just give generously to those you love. I feel like you also have the sexiness to you because of the way you've been able to level up and grow after the manifestations in your life, and start receiving the things you desire. But I feel like it's taken a lot of hard work and effort and mastery, and this energy of being open to learning and following your passions and your heart. And I guess this is what I see here about what others notice about your beauty that you may not. So I really hope this reading resonated, my pile number threes. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!